Alrighty, welcome to part 2 of the Spirit of Hospitality. It just so happened that pretty much everything that I wanted was on the marketplace for a reasonable price. Abalathian rock salt, as you may have heard in the previous... you saw me purchase a fair number of these, actually. I think. I don't remember when I cut it off, but I may have cut it off at the rock salt and then continued on purchasing. Like I said, these were all like 200 gil or under per unit. Morel was very cheap per unit, and I thought I had some, but I guess I don't know what I did with them. I may have just got a little bit gung-ho about getting things out of my inventory after cooking with them, because I didn't need them and didn't want to take up space, but whatever. But yeah, everything was pretty cheap. The only things that I went to farm myself were Cinderfoot olive, because they were a bit too pricey for my blood, and they are literally just outside of the gates of outside these gates in upper decks of Limsa Laminsa, but into Lower Lenosha. They're right over here somewhere, and I got a bunch because they were selling expensively in the marketplace. I'm gonna flood it with cheaper, just to help people out. Went to Dravanian hinterlands and farmed these Okeanis, which are like these kind of... They're in the water. They're kind of like these serpent-like dragon things, but more serpent than dragon. And they kind of form this S going up into this, upwards, kind of like Trogdor. But and then I got a couple eggs, which I don't need, but we'll see if these are usable for anything. Indeed, they are used to cook several things. So we'll see if I use them soon. Anyway, that's it. So, what I need to decide right now is if I'm going to use food at all, just to kind of get through this, and then if I do think I want to, what do I want to do? What I know is that I am going to HQ my Highland flour and olive oil, so I'm going to hit at least 50%. Which is, in this case, 2,700 divided by 2. Feels like it'd be easier to do that in my head, so it's 1,350. I'm gonna hit 1,350, which means I have 1,350 remaining. My synthesis my quality increase at just basic 100% efficiency is 125. So if I really want to do the math here, 1,350 divided by 125 equals 10, but that's just not how it works, because I'm going to do 125 times 1.5 because I'm going to use my upgrade. So 1/8. My first basic is going to be 187. My next basic, my standard, if I don't get a precise touch proc, my standard is going to be 125, so plus 125, 1.25 times 125, and then I think that I don't remember, I see, this is where it's hard, I don't know if I'm going to need, so I have GP food for sure, and I might be I'm definitely overthinking it. I know for sure. I know that for a fact. I can either give myself 31 more control and 50 CP. And 50 CP is nothing to shake a fist at, or a stick. I don't know. I can do a lot with it. And it seems like I might have actually got rid of. Okay, here's my. This is more control than craftsmanship. You know what? I'm done thinking. We're gonna take the seafood stew and we're gonna do it. Cool. Alright, so let's get on it. I need to make Maranglach. I need to make a birch syrup. I bought the ingredients for that. We're going to HQ it, because you always should. Durability 35. I've started to see that, and I don't like it. We'll see how it affects this. I need 2104. I don't want durability to be lost. I don't have 8 steps, though. That's the thing. Even if I do durability, I only have like 7.5 steps. So that seems wasteful to use that. Unless I'm going to be doing a Master's Mend at some point. And I want to do a muscle memory first off, I think. So I can focus mostly on quality. Yeah, that was fine. I like that. Okay, so we're going to do... I have the CP for it. I just had food for... Okay, yeah. That barely put it... yeah. So, what I want to do now is quality. So we're going to do... I just did waste not 2, so the next 8 steps are not going to reduce... we're going to reduce 5 durability instead of 10. Innovation doesn't reduce durability anyway, but I need to use it. So that takes up one of the steps. I got a proc, I got good condition, so I'm definitely going to do my precise touch. 442, okay. We're going to go into basic and then standard and less precise procs. Precise proc, I love it. Notice how we're only losing 5 durability each time. I have until this says 5 in order to use Master's Mend. So another precision, or precise touch, sorry. We're past the halfway point. And I have one more, okay. So we're going to do another, and remember, these inner quiets are also giving me a 10% more efficiency than, and again, I don't know if it's additive or multiplicative, and that sucks. I should look that up at some point, but, right. The only thing I have really that I can do, because I'm going to need to keep doing this stuff, is do a basic. Okay. I'm sad I'm about to lose this precise touch, but I need to get my durability back, so we're going to do Master's Mend to get that, to get 30 more, which caps us again. One more basic synth is gonna get me there. I think what we do here, we're gonna risk it here a little bit. We're gonna do an innovation. We're gonna do a Beergot's Blessing, which is gonna be 220% of my normal quality increase. I think I can risk this. It's only gonna take 5 durability. Yeah, we got it. Cool. And then 1 basic. I could do 3 basics, but I only need 1. Cool. A little trickier than I anticipated. The CP helped. It really did. That was probably the best way to go. And from now on, I'm gonna have an HQ to add to all of my cooking. So, no problem. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, didn't speak too soon on that one. We're gonna do the Maron Glacier. How do you pronounce that? You know what? I'm tired of not pronouncing it right. Hold on. How to pronounce glace? Glass.
Glass.
Glass. Maron glass. Glass. Cool. I like that. Alright. We get 13, 15. Wait, what did I see earlier that I thought was... Is it part of the... I don't know, whatever. So that uses my HQ birch syrup. I get 70 durability. I'm not worried about this. I am going to do muscle memory first. I am going to do a precise touch because it procced. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna go into... Yeah, I'll do a basic synth. Just because... Well... Because I don't want to... I want to do all 4 of my innovations. My innovation quality increases. So I'm just going to use this buff. I think that's the right play. And innovation, basic, standard. These are touches. This is where it gets annoying because I probably didn't need to use that, but whatever, it's fine. This basic might actually get me there. I'm not sure, but if it doesn't, it's still fine. I'm gonna do a Master's Mend to get that back. I have the CP. I'm not worried about it. But I also don't think you know what? I don't think I need to use it, but why not? And I got a precise touch out of it, so fine. Cool. We're at 100 quality, which is what I was looking for. I should be able to do 1 or 2, probably 2 basic. Ooh, I was wrong, but oh, yeah, 2. Okay. Dang. By the way, that was the first time I made the birch syrup. I got 52,680 plus 76,360, with which that 76,000 had a bonus of 353%. Hell yeah! For making the marron glace, first time as well, 52,680 plus 66,245, which was a plus 293% bonus, and I got 61 culinarian. Let's keep going, obviously. Morel salad. Okay. I bought morels on the auction, whatever. Gotta make olive oil. Oh, sesame seed. I didn't even notice I needed that. Maybe I didn't move my... Let's make the olive oil first. I don't know where I think it's level 15, but I'm not gonna search for it. Level 11, okay. So we will HQ this for sure. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is why I don't rely on quick synthesis practically ever. Let's see. Yeah, I have sesame seeds, thankfully, in my retainer inventory. That would have made this video annoying. I mean, it wouldn't take me long to go. Well, they might be timed. I'm not sure. I don't remember everything that's timed or not timed. I got it wrong. Please tell me I only need 1. I think it said 1. Did I sell anything? No. Oh, hey, you know what? Just for the heck of it. So, like I was saying about the olives. I just made, yeah, we're good. I can sell the rest. So they were showing at 191 each, which is great, but I don't want to buy 99. I don't want to buy a stack. And a lot of people also don't. But it takes 4 to make olive oil. I'm going to sell them in stacks of 4. I'm going to do it for 150. 150 per item, stacks of 4. So 150. Oops, stop it. And you will be surprised how quickly these sell. Or you might not be. I don't know. Alright, that's fine for now. Alright. Got my sesame seeds, which I needed. Thank God, just 1. Whew. Back to the Culinarian's Guild, just in case. And that's where I'm going to turn it in anyway. This council member. Contest council member. Alright. Bought morel. I had emerald beans. I bought Lanosian lettuce. It was cheap. I had the young seal dale spinach. I made the olive oil HQ, which got me halfway. Easy peasy. 70 durability. We have been doing this muscle memory first, and I think it's the way to go. Got me to 210. I got, again, when I'm getting this proc, I'm going to use it. So precise touch, I think you got to use it, even if you don't have any bonuses to attach to it. And then a basic synth, just to use that bonus up there. I don't remember. It should tell you here somewhere, like, how much... Oh, cool, you can go to this. I never actually saw this before. Interesting. I don't think I'm going to use it. But, like, so this is 120 base, so I'm getting it 84 each. So 580, 378. Oh, that's 202. So yeah, I would need 3 Yeah, I would need at least 3 unless I do a veneration. I'm talking about progress here. That's good to know. That's good to know. You can kind of play with that. Okay, and then standard. Just gonna do innovation, basic touch. Didn't get a precise. Standard touch because I didn't get a precise. I hate wasting this last, but it's not necessarily a waste. I've explained it before that if you get at least 3 uses of your touch thingies out of an innovation, well, you're breaking even, I guess. Is maybe I don't do that now, actually. Maybe I only do but I have to do a master's bend to get my durability back. You always hope for a precise touch out of that, but I didn't get one. I think I got this easy peasy. Basic touch should cap me, but let's actually look at the calculations because I'm kind of curious now. I have 100% efficiency. I'm going to be getting 193 because of inner quiet, or I have 200% efficiency. I do have enough that if I have to use another Master's Bend, I'm going to be fine. So I'm going to see if Beergot's Blessing is going to get me there. I think blue might mean that it will get me there. I don't know. And I don't want... the math is probably pretty easy. Yeah, it was actually probably very easy. But I needed less than 300 to reach what I need. Yeah, so I'm dumb. But anyway, I'm always dumb. Cool, that gets rid of all my buffs, but we are going to do Veneration. Now it shows me that I could probably just do... Now see, so blue does not mean it's going to cap me. And it's 180% efficiency, which is weird, because that's 120 and plus 50. Oh, it is multiplicative. Anyway, 2 basic synths should be fine. Hey, we're learning together. I did not know this calculations. I saw it, I just didn't really look into it at all, and now I'm annoyed I didn't, but it's fine. I bought the Dalamud potato on the auction house. It was a really good price. There was one for 19 or one for 20. They were both the exact same price per unit, so I just bought the 19 because whatever. Hiblathine salt, I bought the 15 because it was, I think it was at the top of the list, so lowest price per unit and lowest number of units, but and then I farmed the tails, as I said. Highland flower is in this list, I think, yeah. So maybe I should be keeping these, I don't know. I make a bunch of them, but again, inventory space when you're doing all this stuff. This does get a little bit tricky. Progress, if I did, so this is nice to know, if I did muscle memory, it would cap me immediately and I would not get high quality, and that's bad. So I'm going to go my normal route of start with innovation. I'm not going to, there's no reason to use that. So innovation, we'll pop over to quality. I'm kind of curious how I could have done the waste not the durability one first, and I probably should have, but now we'll see. It's 98. I don't like using it if I don't have to, but I do feel like I am wasting, sort of. Yeah, maybe I should do that next time. I am so bummed. Wait, I can use this because it doesn't cost anything. I'm bummed I can't use my precise. But I can get 20 CP back. I can get 30 durability back, so cap myself again. I have to innovate again, right? I'm gonna keep getting this plus 10%, plus 10%, plus 10% going on, but I probably should have done Waste Not 2 first. I'm hoping for a precise proc, but so far unlucky on those. Yes. Precise should get me there. And then all it takes is another Master's Mend. I'm glad that I took that extra CP from the... I don't even know if I'm getting the full 50, but I'm getting enough for my... I can grab some more. I'm probably not going to need to use it. It just doesn't take a step, and that's what I like. We'll do a Veneration, and we'll craft out. If you want to be cheeky, with a 50% chance each time you use it, I could just max this out. So what I can do, I can be cheeky 3 times, I guess. Let's just be cheeky. We're going to do a Rapid Synth. Fail, okay? Rapid Synth. Success. 296, okay. Was that everything? No, that was just the flower. Stupid. Okay. And then deep fried Okeanos. Okay. 3 Okeanos tail, Highland flower HQ, olive oil HQ, Dalamute potato, and Abolethine rock salt. Here we go. 580 is what we need here. I cannot use the Waste Not 2 first. And what I am learning here, I can use it eventually. I got a Precise Touch proc. I am really curious. So wait a second. Am I doing something wrong in my brain? Because I have 70 here. If I use Innovation, it does not take any durability. I can go 4. I can go 4 in a row. I don't know why I wouldn't do that. Well, is it just the ones that when I only had 400? Oh, I think that was it. When I have 40 durability, I was still doing it because I wasn't using a muscle memory. So, if it does feel like so, you get even if you do Innovation and then 3 touches. Versus just doing 4 touches without innovate. Like if you only have 3 steps that you can do after an innovation, you break even. If you can do 4, you break better. Like it is well worth it. But I have 50, so I have no reason not to do this. So innovation, basic touch, standard touch, no proc. Proc, love it. We'll take the proc with Precise Touch. It might cap me. Beautiful. Let's do Master's Mend now. Did I use my... I don't know. Don't care. Doesn't matter. Veneration for the bonus to progression stuff. You can... Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. I just want to get it done now. Turn in the quest. Get it done. Cool. Alright, thank you for bearing with me on that. We have the contest council member who we will turn in our 3 HQ'd foods to. If your dishes are ready, I shall lay them out for Master Delamont. I'll turn in 1 of my Maran Glass HQ, 1 of my Moral Salad HQ, 1 of my Deep Fried Okeanos HQ. I had a feeling it'd be a cutscene. And it is. Weird. We have Melkoko, Lingsath, myself, all looking at Master Delamont, sampling my food. Some of the other patrons are looking as well. The Catman, Hamasi Tia, comes up as well. I was just awarded the highest score in the history of the Delamont d'Or. The Bismarck is as good as mine. Where did I click? Aren't you getting ahead of yourself? Mercy can still beat your 9 bloody points. Ha! Master Delamont will never award a perfect 10. It would be tantamount to declaring that his legend has been surpassed. Not a decision to be made lightly. She throws a tantrum. A little bit. He laughs. Cutscene fades to black. Oh, I'm gonna take this as my picture. Hold on. I'll take it from the video I do later. Or this, maybe? Oh no. Yeah, I'll take it like while it's panning. He's kind of just looking over my food right now. Without further ado, he picks up his fork and knife. The scene flashes to Melkoko, Hamasi, myself, and Lingsath. Then Delamont eating my food, eyes closing. Kind of a longer distance view of the bay, and he has cleared all of the plates and bowls that I've laid before him. Shakes his head side to side like you would know. Master Delamont, the score, if you would, says the council member. He's still head down. He gets up. 8 points, meaning that victory goes to. He's held up 5 fingers on his right hand, 3 on his left hand. He has stood up most of the way, but he's kind of hunched over a bit. The hat, the black hat, cowboy hat, is hiding his face, or it's just straw hat, I guess. But Hamasi is starting to cheer already. He puts up another finger. No. The contest council member says, no, it's 9 points. We have a tie at the highest score ever awarded. And Hamasi and Melkoko's jaws drop open, and he lets another finger up. He cheers, and confetti falls from the sky. Perfect 10! We have a winner! Mercy Valkyr, with the first perfect 10 in history, says the council member. Delamont is still hands raised in the V, fingers spread wide. Hamasi's like, "Wah! How can this be? Master Delamont, you were shaking your head." He's got a huge smile on his face, Delamont does. Puts a hand across his chest. "It was not out of disappointment, I assure you. Nay, I was simply coming to terms with reality. The reality that a culinarian has finally appeared who surpasses me." Eyes closed still. Now he's kind of like, the screen flashes white. He's having this like daydream thing, I think. The weirdest look on his face of just pure pleasure, drifting in the sea of clouds. The bowl of the appetizer appears drifting above him. "First of all, the appetizer. After a long day of judging, the mushrooms helped to absorb the grease that had collected in my stomach, giving it a new lease on life. An act of consideration worthy of the most devoted of mothers." It's weird. A white flash again. Now he's like laying on this. He's lying on top of my fish dish. No, it wasn't a fish dish. It was a... Yeah, it was a fish dish, wasn't it? "Then came the main course, sinking my teeth into the breading, delightfully light and crisp. My tongue was greeted with a harmony of flavors, which burst forth from the succulent cut of Okeanos beneath. That great love went into making it tender was plain to my senses." So he's floating on top of the breaded fish that I served on the dish and the side bits of it. Just kind of lounging. And now he is standing, floating, while surrounded by 3 Moogles, kind of floating around him in a circle with the 3 Maron Gloss floating like between each of them. "And finally, dessert. Truth be told, by this time I was ripe to burst, but compact as it was, I could comfortably squeeze in the Maron Gloss, whose concentrated sweetness served as the perfect accent to a wonderful meal. From the first bite to the last, I felt the spirit of hospitality." That is interesting, because I did not choose like compact and sweet for that last option, but I guess I should have. I don't know. The Moogles all do like a spinning dance and eat the Maron Gloss. Wipe their mouths as he nods to each of them. They're all cheerful and happy. And he flies into the air with them surrounding him. And he's back to Earth, or he's like half asleep, stumbling, had to be tapped by the council member. Wipes a tear from his eye. "In the end, it was Mercy's interpretation of the theme which divided her from the field. Rather than striving to astonish with her handiwork, she kept the dinner foremost in her mind." He nods. Melkoko looks very surprised, looks to Linksath. Consideration worthy of the most devoted mother. This is something you learned through the Ishgardian beet soup. Says, so she's saying it to me, sorry, not to Linksath, obviously. And it seems to me you made the Okeana especially tender by marinating it, like when you made the cockatrice meatballs for my friend, says Linksath. I nod to both of them, or just in general. Hamasi Tia, your dishes were magnificent, make no mistake. None could doubt that great skill went into their creation. But he puts a hand toward him. However, more so than a thing to be created, food is a thing to be eaten. You had forgotten this, and it made all the difference. He kind of falls to his knees and hands. Looks to Melkoko, looks to him. She seems sad. I've lost. As promised, I'll give up being a culinarian. Melkoko looks shocked. She looks panicked. Panic dance. He runs off. She panics more. Mouth open wide. Now she's like tantrum. Mahasi, wait! She goes running after him. Maybe the captain was right. She just wanted him to be less arrogant and aloof. Maybe, I don't know. Congratulations, my friend, and thank you. For the first time in a long while, I have tasted food that satisfied not only my senses, but my soul as well. I look forward to seeing you again, not as judge and contestant, but as peers. He gives a bow. The council member bows as well, and they both leave the scene. And the scene fades to black. And we're back with Linksath and myself. Ooh, the Bismarck's safe thanks to you. If Melkoko pulls the same shite again, though, I'm throwing her off the upper decks. But speaking of the girl, might be as ye should check up on her and Hamasi Tia. They went off in the direction of the missing member. He leaves the scene, fades to black. Cannot mount here. Why do I keep trying? Jeez. Wait, how am I doing this? Aft castle, save myself some running. Sprint. After this, I'm gonna buy level 60 gear. Possibly higher. I'm gonna go to, we'll see. Back to Melkoko with Hamasi right out here as well. Cutscene to turn in this quest. You can't just give up. She's kind of tantruming. But you're the one who wanted me to. You made me swear it. I only did it because you were shirking your duties. I wanted the old Masi B back. The one who'd work at his cooking every waking moment. Fool of a Lalafell, I was shirking so that I could prepare for the contest in secret. I didn't want to betray any hint of effort to my rivals, the unassailable champion. That's the aura I wanted to exude. She takes it. She's stumbles a bit. So dreamy. I mean, I beg you, Masi, don't give up being a culinarian. I can't bear the thought of not being able to eat your cooking no more. Well, if my melly belly insists, goddamn, I suppose there's nothing for it but to keep doing what I do best. She looks shocked at this, but very, very cheerful. Will you keep it down? We've all had a gut full of your lover's farce, says Roswin, the captain, coming out. So, you didn't win. That's too bad. What do you intend to do now? He looks to me. And then back to the captain. Captain, if you will permit it, I would beg leave of your service for a time. Melkoko looks shocked. This adventurer possesses something I do not. In journeying the realm as she does, I hope that I will come to possess it as well. If that's what you want, then I won't stop you. But what about Melkoko here? You just gonna leave her behind? If you make her cry, I won't hesitate to make this place live up to its name. Make his member missing? Yeah. He looks at her. Melkoko, that is. I must leave your side for a while, Melibelly, but upon my honor, I swear that I'll return to you and make you proud. She looks down for a second. Nods. I know you will, Masi B. I'll wait for you, forever and a day. He pounds his chest a couple times. turns and walks out of the scene. She watches him go. Finally, some peace and quiet, says Roswin. Goes back into the missing member. And Melkoko looks to me. I owe you an apology, Mercy. It was wrong of me to embroil you in my personal affairs. But it wasn't all to the bad. You were a positive influence upon Mossy and me. Thanks to you, he was reminded what it means to be a culinarian, and I've come to love my job even more than I already did. All of this was made possible through your cooking. You've taken a humble thing and given it the power to change lives. Thank you, Mercy, for being an inspiration to us all. And a belated congratulations for winning the Delamont d'Or, a more worthy champion there has never been. She gives a little curtsy with a blush on her face. 662,500 experience points, 843 gil, and a +6 craftsmanship materia, control materia 4, or CP 4. I think I'm gonna stick with CP food and do like keep doing a good craftsmanship materia. I don't know if control materia is as good. It's like if I use CP and control food, I think that's probably the best bet. I already know I can make it because the one I used for this during this quest, I made it. Wait, I get all 3? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I'd choose. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Okay, Heaven's Word culinary quests are done. I've already done the story quest to get the next one. Next one will come from Lingsath. Cool beans. So that concludes this video. I don't think there was anything else. I'm gonna put some of this stuff back into my retainer inventory. See if any of my stuff sold, like the olives. Let's see if they sold already. Sometimes people will buy the stuff that I sell for cheaper, just so they can sell it for more. And there's actually a market to be had going to different servers that sell things for cheaper. Ooh, the Marin Gloss is actually a pretty good spell speed, direct hit rate. I don't know if that's, yeah, whatever. I'll keep it in my inventory for now. Birch syrup. I don't know. Oh, okay, it does a lot of stuff. I'll keep that. There's a long list of things that it did. Let's sort this so I don't have to go, like, cut, yeah, okay. And then ingredients tend to be in tab 2 of the inventory. Rock salt, yes, put that in there. Birch sap, can make more syrup if I need to. Gelatin just kind of sticks with me in my inventory here, my main bag. Olive oil, I can make that so easily, so I'll sell that. Dark chestnut is timed. Highland flour I think is timed. Even if it's not, I'll keep it for a bit here. Emerald beans are timed. Cinderfoot olive, I'm gonna keep selling those. Morel I think is timed. Dolomite potato I didn't check. The egg, the Okian, yeah, I can make 2 things with that. So I'll put that in the inventory as well. Keep selling that. The chakra fish can't be sold on the marketplace. I think that's because it can be caught as a collectible. I've had that happen a couple times so far. What else did I make that has? Let's see. Morel salad is determination, skill, speed. So pretty much most physical damage dealers. Did I make hot chocolate or did I buy it? I don't think I've made it yet. If I made it, it's generally an HQ. So yeah, I bought this a long time ago. Piety. It's cute to think of like your healer drinks a hot chocolate before they go. Marin Gloss, like I said, is spell speed, direct hit rate. Where's the other stuff I made? What's happening here? Beet soup. Dalmal. Wait, where's the other stuff I made? Am I stupid right now? Okay, I made the Marin Gloss. It should have a 2, not cockatrice meatballs. Why am I going crazy right now? I can't find my stuff. Hold on a second. I am genuinely... Wait, did they only make one? Hold on. Deep fried Okeanos is item level 150. It should be... Oh, there it is. Okay. Skill speed determination. Maybe I did talk about that already. Or else I talked about for sure in Modern Class. Okay, I've talked about all... Why am I stupid? Why am I so stupid? The deep fried... Are they... Oh, determination. So this one is... So the salad is determination over skill speed. The Okeanos is skill speed over determination. So, okay. I'll get rid of things when I run out of room. It's not a big deal right now. And then keep those... Oh, sell that. That's right. And yeah, like I think the chakra fish... Let me look that up really quickly before I go here. Chakra fish. FF. Yeah, it's collectors only. Okay. So if you don't have your collector's glove turned on... Yeah. So that just means you sell it. You can't use it for any cooking or anything like that. It sells for 17 each. Nice. Olive oil. You know what? We'll see if there's if anybody wants a +1. If the olives themselves sell pretty well. Maybe the olive oil will too. 450. It does sell pretty regularly, kind of surprising. I'll do 400. Can make a ton more, no problem there. I have these blue claw shrimp in my inventory because I can go to Ishgard and see if that particular leaf quest is up and just get some very easy, somewhere in the realm of like 600,000 experience points to 700,000 for just 2 turn-ins, 3 each. Now I'll keep selling the Cinderfoot olives over time. Anyway, this is longer than I kind of anticipated it would be, but like I did take my time making each kind of food item, and like I want to make this meal again, but I'll check my cooking log and see kind of what I want to do there. I do plan to do the next level 60 botany and fishing quests. I'm trying to do those before the cooking, so I make sure that I have those things at a level high enough to gather the ingredients for the cooking quest. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. Bye bye for now.